Boosh!
Guys, welcome.
Guys.
Another classic episode.
Oh my goodness. Can you believe it's Tuesday again, guys? You know what that means?
Episode 30.
It's SonsOfVidya time.
SonsOfVidya, Tuesday, 1 o'clock in the morning.
Oh yeah. We're up bright and early. Waking up at the crack of midnight.
All these podcasts are live.
Live podcasts
Live.
each and every time.
Live podcasts. Guys,
You people don't know that we actually have a deal with whatever podcast downloader you're using currently. That actually, whenever you want to listen to us, we get almost like a bat signal.
Yeah.
And we have to do it live, or like right on the spot.
Weird thing is we call it the bat signal.
Yeah, it's true.
We didn't even work on a name for that.
But we got it secondhand from Batman.
Yeah. He also
The
used to have a
movie.
podcast.
The movie.
Okay.
Yeah, so no two podcasts are ever the same.
No, because, well, you mean for every listener.
Yeah.
Yeah. If two people listening at that same time, I don't even know how we do that.
We would have to find some way to I think we said drugs in through the earphones to alter the listening experience that it doesn't sound the same.
My advisors tell me to start thinking about clones.
Interesting.
Because that's the only way we could do it. You know? Guys, so, you know what season it is. It's election season, guys. And the thing is...
Some of you might have gathered that from last week's product placement.
Guys,
Political ads,
but that's the problem, guys. That's my problem.
What's
I'm
your
sick
problem?
of political ads. And the thing is, we're sons, we're Americans. We're hardcore, we're always going to love America. But I can't take political ads anymore. So I've decided for all of us that we're moving to a new country. The Sun's headquarters is moving.
Well, it's also for tax reasons.
Well, that's part of the America thing.
Yeah.
But, because how else is he going to raise all that money for all those ads? Right?
That's a good point.
I can't stand these ads, and I had to do it. I'm looking at a couple of islands. They're deep off the coast. They're the islands nobody talks about that's directly in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean.
Yeah, of course.
I can see a lot of obvious uses for them. We'd be a sovereign nation.
Oh yeah,
Right.
That's really the only way you could do it.
Well, I'm going to be honest. I'm not so much asking for your opinion on it because I'm already doing it.
Oh, okay, my bad.
So that's not the issue. Is I need to ballpark some names.
Okay, all right.
Here's one I got. I don't know if this is up to your speed. I don't know. I like it a lot. I think it's what we're going to stick with. But I'm just running it by.
No, just toss her out.
I'm thinking Tom Sealandia. That's pretty much my best.
That's bad. I don't like that.
That's my number one.
No, that's bad. Give me a number two.
Tom SeaWorld.
Also, that might be a lawsuit.
I don't know that it will be. These two are great. I need to know what your problem with is. First,
I'm thinking maybe
because those two were great. You can see that on a flag, mottos.
I'm thinking maybe something more along the lines of D Merksland.
Right.
Maybe a D Marksonia.
I sort of like that one, but it's
maybe stuff like more like that. They just roll off the tongue a little better, I feel.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's a Suns thing. It's it's us, and that's why we should go with Tom Sealand because see
the thing about that is
it's not
thing about that is that if that's your argument there, that's only really representing you.
I don't understand why you think that. I think I'm pretty, I think when people think about SonsOfVidya, they think about Tom C. And that's why they're going to want to visit Tom SeaWorld.
Still don't think we could get away with that. Still think out of all of them, that one is not going to be the one that caused the most bad problems.
That's the aquarium on Tom Sealand.
They have a franchise.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Nice.
They had to work out a deal with me to get on my island.
Say what?
I'm assuming because we're buying the island.
Well, that truly is something special. We're going to have to talk with the State Department.
Could I go New Tom Zealand? Does that work?
It's not bad.
Right? I'm working on it. Because don't get me wrong, I'm not saying mine are perfect yet. But I think they're the closest to perfect anything could ever get. You know?
Maybe. It's a mystery of life, guys.
How about the Atlantic Tom C. Island?
No,
it's a little wordy.
That's too much.
She's a little wordy, I admit that.
I don't know, guys. We're gonna have to stop. We're probably gonna have to talk to the State Department or something.
Yeah,
Probably a registry we got to go to. So we'll
there's a whole.
We'll keep you posted about that in the coming weeks.
Yeah, I'm gonna figure it out. But so far we have some good ideas. If you got any suggestions for island names, let us know. We're getting out of the city. I can't take political ads.
Yeah, it's rough,
guys.
It's
rough. You know what I'm saying. That basically we're the heads. Me and him are the heads of the country that we're gonna form.
That's true.
Because that's all there is to it. We can't be here.
I'm preemptively calling Super President.
Can I be... okay. Can I have the title of Emperor or King, but a slightly lower power position than you to make up for my cooler title?
I guess that would be fair.
Okay.
But your title would be Emperor or King.
Can I do King Emperor, Tom C?
What about Emperor King?
That's not terrible.
Yeah. It worked a little better than I thought.
It's really not bad.
But you know what is bad, Tom?
No. I know some things that are bad. That's pretty...
Well, yeah, of course I know things that are bad.
No,
that was admittedly a pretty open-ended question. I'm sorry.
I gotta be honest. I'll name some things that are bad.
Okay. I don't think you're going to guess what I'm thinking of.
Anything that's the opposite of good.
Well, that's
bad hair days.
Okay, that has bad in the name.
Well, that's how I know it. Bad news. That's definitely bad.
Really, though, I'm trying to stay away from things that have the word bad in them.
Okay. Michael Jackson.
I'm going to just go ahead and just...
Michael Jackson was bad.
I'm just going to cut to the chase here.
I don't know. Okay.
Yeah, it's...
Michael Jackson.
No. It's not Michael Jackson. It's still not Michael Jackson. No. It is games that have balance issues and the people that take advantage of said balance issues. That's always bad.
Can you go into some deets, dog? Give me some brass deets.
I don't think I even have to. I think the segment just finished itself.
Yeah, dude. We'll play some music here.
No, but okay, so we've been landing Age of Empires 3 pretty regularly.
Guys, it's our new thing.
It's our new thing with our friends.
Say that really defensively. Yeah, we just play with our friends, man. It's your problem.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, we're friends.
So we're playing these games. And we have all the fun expansions, because we're great.
Yeah.
And our other friends...
Only people who are great get all the expansions. Everyone knows that.
I think that's written in one of the user agreements that you click on.
I clicked on it.
Yeah. No, because one of our friends, they have a fun strategy of picking the best and most overbalanced civs at all times.
Overbalanced is not a term. You mean overpowered?
Yes.
I mean overpowered or unbalanced. Now, guys...
I meant all of these things.
Here's the deal. Let me be straightforward about it. If you guys played Age of Empires 3, if you've played it, here's how it went. You first had the regular game. Then you had the Asian civs and then War Chiefs? Or was it...
I think Dynasties was... I think Asians was the last one.
So there's two expansions. They made the Indians, Native Americans, as you call them. I don't call them that, because I still feel it's presumptuous. And then you have Asian guys.
Yeah.
Who are straight up from Asia, right?
Straight up from Asia.
So the thing is, the initial civs are all balanced with each other, because they all came out at the same time. And so that's how that works.
Yeah, but I mean, even those weren't 100% balanced. But
they were all fairly...
They were a lot better, yeah.
But here's the deal, guys. Then they made some expansion packs. Like I said, the War Chiefs one, which is the Indians, the American Indians.
You got the Iroquois, the Sioux,
the Susies,
and the Aztecs.
There's only like 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's only 3. But the thing about this guys, is they were made, obviously, to be better than everything else in the game.
Because, the thing of it is just there's so much there that's obviously just the best.
And, guys, before you write in, keep listening, because I'm going to explain my position here. But anyway, then the next thing came up was the Asian ones.
Yeah, Asians.
Who are not better than those War Chief ones, but they're great.
They're high up there.
Both the expansion pack groups of civs are far superior to the original guys.
Yeah.
Now here's the deal, guys, and I'm going to discuss this right here, open and honest, because this is my thing, and this is where people start saying Tom C is an idiot, right?
But people seem to go to that conclusion a lot. I don't know why.
Yeah, I know. It's weird. But here's the thing. So anyone can tell you right now, well, why don't you use the civs that are good? If they're so good and you recognize they're good, Because here's the deal, guys. I feel like that's dishonest or not as cool. When I hear a thing is overpowered in a game, I always stay away from it.
I know. That's very much the way I am as well, because I'm just like, well, that's going to take away all the challenge.
A lot of people are like, well, that's part of the game. You should take advantage of things that exist. And it's just not what I do when I play games. Because even though I might like that civ and playing as them the most, I can't do that.
Okay, that's not always 100% true with you, though, because you consistently pick Akuma, the world's cheapest character.
Okay, but I fully recognize that he is the best and that I'm being a cheap character. But, yeah, I like to pretend that he's balanced, but he's not. I understand that. He's really good. But, yeah, I understand that. We're talking about... Okay, guys, in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, I used to pick Akuma, Hulk, and who was the third person? Sometimes Dark Phoenix. Sometimes it was Virgil, who was obviously...
Oh, no, it was either Virgil or Chris.
Yeah, Virgil is clearly way broken. But, no, that was because I literally liked the characters. I didn't pick them because they were broken. They just happened to be broken after I picked them. Point is, guys, but it did dissuade me. Because I did start trying new people sometimes. Just because I didn't like being thought of as playing as the easy characters.
No, we told this story before, but we have friends who we've gone over to their house and played like Street Fighter 4, and they'll pick like Goken or Akuma and be like, "Nah, dude, it's legit. It's totally, this is what you do. This is how you play the game. It's totally legit. Don't even worry about it."
But like, no,
and we're like, how is this counting?
See, but that's the thing though, because are we flawed for thinking that we shouldn't? Think that those people who pick the easier characters are less skilled, or somehow...
Yeah, because if they don't pick those characters, they don't win. If they pick characters that aren't obviously overpowered, then they don't win. Therefore, their skill level is less.
I don't know if that's true of our friends who play Age of Empires right now. Just caveat right there.
No, that's not always true. I'm saying for the Street Fighter 4 thing.
Them, definitely.
Yeah.
Our Age of Empires friends are quite good.
They're just getting used to stuff, and I honestly think for the most part they are using civs that they like and civs that they think are interesting. It just so happens that that's okay. This is another point that I was making before. Mm-hmm. The thing about the
get a Dr. Pepper in.
I think that's mine.
What? Oh, get this. Oh, yeah, I think you're right. Okay, go on. Sorry, I totally interrupted the. You're more or less. You probably okay. Sorry.
The thing of it is that like, as we said, the expansions obviously came out before the original game was released, and so like they really made a conscious effort to try and differentiate the expansion civs and the original civs from the Age of Empires vanilla. But the way that they did that are obviously things that are both interesting in comparison to the European civs, because the Native Americans get a bunch of cool junk. So do the Asian civs, and the Europeans just aren't as interesting from that regard alone. And also the things that make them more interesting also make them significantly better.
Yeah, and they couldn't like go back and redo the balance of those old civs, but like there was no like consideration made with the new civs to balance with the old ones. I feel because I feel like they're more made to balance with each other.
Yeah,
which they're wildly overpowered in.
No, because I've seen a lot of like fans.
Guys, I know a lot of people don't care about Age of Empires 3. Just deal with this for a second. We're using this.
It's more of a wider topic. Yeah,
just deal with it.
Because in a lot of fan servers that run the game... Oh, got a bubble in my throat here.
Yeah, dude, it happens.
Ugh. In a lot of the fan servers that run the game online, they straight up don't allow Asian or the native civs. They're straight up not allowed to be used. Yeah. Because they are considered far too powerful.
But yeah. And so the point is, they're clearly great. And I think anyone who plays them could see they're great. But the thing is, I don't want to use them because I know they're great. But that might be on me.
Yeah.
I keep going back to that, but I think that's the thing. Because in like a Battlefield 3, everyone's like, well, the M16 is like the best gun. And I'm like, I like M16s, but I'm not going to use it. Because I don't want to use the gun that everyone else is using.
Yeah.
I always did that. I always pick a gun that I like, and then I'll use it instead of using what people say is the best.
Yeah, I mean, that's generally what I also choose to do, just because I like to be different.
So who are the people that pick the civs that are good for the sake of picking a civ that is good? Are they...
You mean just in general?
Yeah.
Like that who just picks obviously better things just to be better?
Yeah. Are those people the people who are competition-minded, or...
I think we have a word for those. They're called jerks.
Well, yeah.
No, I mean, don't get me wrong. Obviously, you want to be good.
Yeah.
And obviously, if there's a way that you can be good without necessarily having skill, I guess that's fine. But you can't go around. I hate it even more when people bandy about how good they are with an obviously broken thing.
That's 100%.
Because that's the worst. Because like I was saying before, the friends that we have when we were playing Street Fighter, they'd be like, "Man, I'm so good at this game. You guys couldn't even touch me when I was playing as the world's best character."
Playing as this boss character.
Yeah.
You guys got rocked. You're like, yeah, of course I got
playing
rocked.
as the world's best, strongest man.
But that's probably just because those people are jerks. Our Age of Empires friends do not do that. Once again, caveat.
No, but I specifically made the mention of.
Yeah.
Crap, I was gonna say something. Oh, one game that I hold as being extremely balanced. I know some people might not necessarily agree with me, but by and large, except for like the extra fun characters.
Seesaw the game.
Well, yeah. Well, no, that's incredibly unbalanced.
Dude, right and left are both balanced with each other.
That's not true. Normally, sometimes
one person on
left is on a higher tier than right is, and then right switches off and gets on a higher tier than left. And those tier lists are always changing. If you
Dude,
keep up with those,
that is a game that's 100% based on player skill.
Listen, if you keep up with the Seesaw forums online, you'll see that the tier list is constantly shifting. Almost like a balance beam. No, but one game that I was going to say was that I actually feel like is incredibly balanced, except for the extra characters they put in, is our world's most favoritist fighting game, Guilty Gear. I think the game is incredibly balanced for the most part. Because, yes, you have characters who are straight up strong, like Soul Bad Guy and Kai, Kisuke and whatnot, and they're like really well balanced. But if you actually have the skill and you actually put in time to it, the other characters that are there anyone can be on the same level as any other character I feel in that game, except for like Justice and stuff, obviously.
Guys, you're not gonna
because they're meant to be, boss characters.
We're never gonna say that any game is better in any regard than Guilty Gear in any.
But would you agree that as far as player?
That's a game that is it is. I would agree with you, yes, but it's because the game encourages you to use a character how they're supposed to be used.
Yeah,
which is what makes it balanced. Because the character might be weaker in some context, but stronger in some ways that you use them.
Yeah, and for the most part, the characters aren't too difficult to learn.
Some of them are pretty advanced.
Some of them are, but for the most part, you can sit down and play a game and kind of figure out like the tricks for every character.
Yeah.
Within a decent amount of time.
The point is, did you ever, when we were playing Guilty Gear, did you ever go, "Oh, you're playing a Soul Bad Guy? What a loser."
No.
Because would you consider Soul Bad Guy unbalanced?
No, I think he's just very well.
I don't know. I
think he's just well rounded. I think would be the word.
Yeah, he's pretty good though.
Well, yeah, I don't disagree with that. But there are characters who are better than he is.
How about would you say Advance Wars is a balanced game?
I think it depends. I don't think Dual Strike is balanced. I think Dual Strike is very unbalanced because it does not take very much to find a team of two COs that is extremely overpowered. But I think probably one was probably pretty balanced.
Yeah.
One was probably the most balanced out of all of them, I'm going to say.
Well, then you had boss COs like Strum.
Yeah, but he was the only boss CO.
Yeah, that's true.
Because you didn't have Hawk or Lash, whose Lash is extremely unbalanced.
Yeah, she's great.
Even when they nerfed her for Dual Strike, she was still incredibly good.
Dude, yeah. Thing is,
so in answer to your question, I would say one is probably balanced and is the most balanced out of all of them.
Can you think of any game? Sorry, where the unbalanced is obvious, aside from Age of Empires, which I feel it is.
Oh yeah. I think the worst culprits about unbalancing stuff is fighting games, because I think that's the one where it's going to pop up the most.
Maybe.
Because when you say like Akuma or like a Gouken in Street Fighter, they're obviously better, and they're obviously
a Sagat.
Yeah, well, I don't think Sagat's that.
Sagat used to be S tier.
Really?
Street Fighter 4 he was for a while.
Huh. I didn't know Sagat was even in Street Fighter 4.
Dude. Yeah, he is. I don't remember that.
That was tough.
I was about to say, I think the thing is about modern FPS games is they often get patches to fix unbalancing things.
Oh yeah, especially if you're playing on PC, they'll patch it every week.
Because in Battlefield 3, there used to be a lot of weapons that would occasionally be too strong. Like for a long time, people would use Saigas, or not Saigas. Well, yes, Saigas. They'd use the USAS 12s, USAS 12 with frag explosive rounds. So
yeah, I could see that being a problem.
Essentially,
and now that you say it, I do recall there's being some balance issues in Call of Duty, like Modern Warfare and stuff.
Yeah,
yeah, because remember the javelin glitch in 2?
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, how you just because didn't it kill everyone on the map?
No, I don't remember what it did, but I don't think it did that bad.
But it
could have.
It wasn't good.
No, there's a lot of stuff like that, but it really does ruin a game for a while. Because
it puts a terrible taste. It puts a really bad taste in your mouth.
Dude, because when that USAS 12 thing was happening, I keep saying USAS. Is that wrong? Should I say USAS?
I don't think it's.
But our good friend, Mr. John, right? He was bragging to me. It's like, oh, I got all these kills today. And I was like, yeah. And then I looked at his stats, and he was using that. And I was like, this isn't, but it's not fun. He's like, it's fun for me. I'm killing everybody. And I'm like, really? Is that all it takes? That people just want to, win? They don't care about, I think I'm living in the past.
That's what we were saying before. It's not a case of having fun at that point. It's a case of just wanting to win. Because there are people who, I think, in answer to your question that you asked previously, I think the people who pick obviously overpowered things and know that they're obviously overpowered and pick them for that reason are people who value winning over having fun and cannot differentiate between winning and having fun. But they go hand in hand.
Are we the baby men for being like, you guys aren't having true fun?
No,
our level of fun is more pure.
I mean,
it is, but
yeah, obviously.
I had to sneeze.
Bless you.
Ugh. That was rough.
Because even when you and I bless you. Even when you and I play like Guilty Gear, even if I don't win, but it's a great match, I'm still like, yeah, that was awesome.
It's 100% true, but not everyone is like us.
Yeah, it's because we're so great.
Yeah, no, we are so great. That's why we got appointed head podcasteers of Tom Sealand. But the point is,
I can't believe we made it.
Yeah, it wasn't a lot of competition.
Tight race.
It wasn't a lot of competition. Every other podcast was there too. But the thing is, yeah, no, but that's the real deal though. Is that it is because we play that way that those matches were more rewarding.
Do you think it has
to play them?
Do you think it has anything to do with the fact that we're such great friends?
Well, I think that's part of the reason why we both had the same ideology about these games.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
I think it is because that would only make sense.
Do you know what I think?
What?
I think it's time for a break.
See you later, guys.
See you in a little bit. Did you like that song?
Did you like that song?
It was just for you.
That's a question I've asked every girl I've ever met after I played her the song of Hypnotizing. Yeah, I did. You didn't know I had that? What do you think we're spending all these sunbucks on?
I'm giving you the skeptical look. They can't see it at home, but I am.
Dude, we spend it all on secret songs, secret technologies, secret advancements that only we can use.
Oh, that's right. Secret song is a Kai song. That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah, it is. But this is what we pay the sun scientists for.
Yeah, the sonidists.
I don't know that I've called them that, but I guess if you really didn't have enough time for 2 words, you could probably say that.
Well, we used to call them the SS, but they didn't like that.
That was not a long time ago, and it didn't last for long.
Dr. Goldstein was not a fan of that name.
A little confused at first, but it clicked eventually that wasn't going to fly for him.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, guess what? We made mention of this last week, and we're going to make mention of it right now. 2 years from Fallout New Vegas. Woo!
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be a little more excited, why don't you? We're trying to do a podcast.
Guys, speaking of that, I've really wanted to play it recently, but I've announced it on the YouTube, and I'm announcing it again.
Oh, yeah, I can't believe you announced that. I'm kind of foofed about that.
I thought you might be. That's why I'm still doing it. I'm doing it on the podcast right now. Because if I do it more aggressively, you can't be mad about it.
But I don't know how... I'm not 100% sure
Guys,
that's...
one of the next series we do, it's not for a while, though.
Unfortunately.
We can put it out whenever we want, really.
I said unfortunately, and I meant it.
Is New Vegas. We're going to do another playthrough of that.
Yeah, guys, but it's a lot different this time.
It's a lot different.
Because... Here it comes, guys.
He's storing...
I'm in the middle of a burp.
He's storing up all the words, and he's going to say them all real fast.
I'm in the middle of a burp storm,
It's like a hose. You coil it up, and then all the water flies out, top speed.
And water has been known to fly. No, what it is that we're doing hardcore New Vegas.
Hardcore.
But also, we're playing with the J.E. Sawyer mod that I've mentioned several times on the podcast.
Yeah, dude. It's wildly different.
It's gonna be fun on a bun,
guys.
In space.
That game's provided us with a lot of fun over 2 years.
Yeah, you can't beat it.
Who cares? You know.
You okay there, friend?
I'm just telling you how it is.
It sounds like I'm having a bit of a stroke.
Dude, I'm a prospector like the game.
Nice.
But really,
way to bring it back.
The point is, why isn't the next Fallout out yet?
Yeah, it's been 2 years. Now's the time.
I need that right now.
No, and I always am mad at Bethesda because they're like, next game coming out, Elder Scrolls MMO. Everyone's gonna like it.
Seriously, what's the point of an MMO?
Okay, show of hands at home. Who's gonna play that? Who? I ask you.
Dude, you know there's a lot of people raising their hand for that. And I understand maybe you guys are MMO guys. But I don't understand MMOs. Dude, here's what I don't understand. MMOs, because I just don't understand it. Also don't understand MOBAs, which I don't even know what they stand for.
MOBAs.
But those are
Massive online...
But those are your your League of Legends, your DOTA games.
What's DOTA?
Dota 2. It's like...
Oh, okay, yeah. Massive online...
Battle
arena?
That's what I think it is.
It's pretty dumb.
Makes the most sense to me.
No, and I have a friend who is totally obsessed with League of Legends, and I simply do not get it.
Guys, you've made a comparison. D Marks. Did we say our names?
Maybe.
I'm Jim Belushi. The thing is, you've said before, D Marks has said before, that those games are similar to a game called Guilty Gear Overture?
Yes.
Yeah, isn't that weird because nobody liked that game?
Yeah.
It was a game that nobody liked at all. But
no, and
it came out before those.
It did. And it just isn't a game for me because it's just so much like... Here's what I really hate, and you get this a lot of in MMOs as well. But there's so much just second counting. Because I hear a friend of mine talk about it. He's talking with other friends who play it, and he's telling me how...
Dude.
I hear him he talks about what?
I remember the topic I was going to talk about that relates to this. Just awesome.
Great.
I'm really jazzed.
He was telling me how they patched this character, so now their Earth Smack ability has an extra 2 seconds of cooldown. I'm like, checking the watch here. It doesn't sound like something I care about at all. Like, I realized that if you're really into stuff like that, it's probably all major effing deals, but it's just...
Dude, here's what I was going to talk about, and it relates to this so good.
So good.
So good. Dude, so this whole week, guys, I hate to bring about this, I've been training for the Age of Empires LAN we had this weekend.
Yeah.
So the thing is, it made me really think about competitive gameplay and, the amount of time that goes into practicing at these kind of things. Because these Dotas and these League of Legends...
okay, I see what you're saying.
These have, these are esports now, you know?
Oh, absolutely.
There's people who are professionals at these, and there's, actual practicing that can be done. Because I was thinking of the things that I was doing while I was practicing, and I was trying to get the best times while doing them. I was focusing on certain things that I needed to improve, and I realized it's no different from any sport. It's no different from anything like that.
Well, except for, the benefit of physical activity.
Well, I get the benefit of mental activity for repetitive tasks. And
Can't beat that.
The point is, I was just thinking about how that was like that. That's a lot of time investment for games. Especially with weird games like League of Legends and stuff.
Yeah, and people just obsess about them. And I shouldn't be so quick to like jump down other people's throats about things, because there are games that I play that I understand people don't like, and it's not their cup of tea. And
He's addicted to Paperboy.
oh yeah, man. No, and then I realize I shouldn't be. I'm not trying to be superior to those people who play those games. I'm not trying to make myself sound better than I am. It's just something that doesn't appeal to me, and I don't understand why people like it.
Yeah, I mean, I admit to it right now, I've not played any of these games. But
No.
from what I've seen and read of it, it seems extremely uninteresting.
Yeah, it's because it's like hours on end of just watching little tiny people go about, attacking a thing with.
I've never understood
things.
MMOs like Warcraft, where apparently grinding is something people go there for.
That's the whole game. That's the only thing you do.
I played Diablo, and I didn't understand why people liked that game. And then I played it, and I didn't understand why people liked that game, because it wasn't fun. That's one of the few games I regret buying. Because that game I played for maybe 2 times, and both times I was like, this is not anything.
I think a lot of people came to that conclusion after.
They came to it after like 45 hours. I was like, well, this is exactly what I thought it'd be.
And it's like I always say about It's like I always say about at least World of Warcraft, is that it's a really fun experience if you have people that you're playing with. Because a few friends of mine and I, we ran our own private server that we played through our illegal copies, and so we played on our own server by ourselves. So it was a lot, and we had a few more people on it, like a few more strangers who I guess other people had known and got on. But that was fun because you knew the people, and you're like, oh, we're gonna go do this, we're gonna go do that. So, but I don't think you got that in Diablo. You weren't playing with people, right?
No, you could play with people.
Yeah,
I didn't have that benefit. That wouldn't even be enough for me to do this other stuff. I could see maybe if you had a bunch of friends playing.
I mean, if you or I, like if I was playing Diablo 3 and you were playing Diablo 3, we would probably play it together.
We'd probably get through it.
Yeah, we'd probably have fun. But that's because
that's a big difference.
We're friends in real life.
You're right though, because it's
in addition to videos.
Because everyone knows that Diablo is a Borderlands clone that's bad. So theoretically, if we played Diablo, we'd be able to get through it because we wouldn't probably be able to, because we don't like Borderlands single player.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, we still like it, but not as much. So it really is, I guess, a lot of friends thing, especially with these MOBAs.
Yeah, because
those are team based. You're like 4 against 4 or 5 against 5.
Yeah, and my friends are always trying to plan the next time they're going to play. They're always trying to get more people to play on their teams and junk.
And they got crap like jobs to worry about.
Come on,
they're never going to get to the nationals this way.
The man's keeping them down.
The government doesn't want you to be a League of Legends champion.
It's a rough job market.
He wants you to be an expert on Minecraft, because that's all. Not Minecraft, Minesweeper. Because that's all you play at work. Dude, I wish we could play Minesweeper at work. I just discovered how Minesweeper is played.
Really?
I literally just figured it out. I read about it on the internet. I didn't even learn about it through playing it.
I thought Minesweeper was just a game that everyone knew how to play. No,
I didn't realize that it was adjacent. I thought it was if you had a 2, there was a mine 2 blocks away somewhere.
No, it's there are 2 mines adjacent to this square.
Yeah, it makes a ton of sense now. I just never. I was not around when Minesweeper was big.
Yeah, remember back in the day where that was like the only game?
People
like
used
that
to love
and Solitaire.
Dude, yeah. Why wasn't poker on Microsoft right away? On the Windows.
I think it's because it's not as much fun when you don't have money on the line.
Dude, speaking of other things that is not video game related, but sort of. Dude, should I get into online poker?
Probably not.
I know, but I feel like we're not bad at poker per se.
No.
We know how the game is played.
Yeah, but I know how to play golf. I don't go out and play it though.
Dude, but poker is fun. The skill of poker is in bluffing and knowing what the cards mean.
Well, why wouldn't you just go to a casino then and just play?
Because theoretically you could do it online for less. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know how much less is the thing though.
Yeah, I feel like there's probably real cheap rooms though for online poker. Guys, online poker recommendations, give it to me. Especially if you got free ones. Then we'll talk. Talk, online poker.
I mean, I just wonder how many free ones they're going to be.
I also don't know. I was trying to think of that one line that I forgot. It's from The Simpsons. What is it? What's the thing called where you put jobs somewhere else?
Outsourcing.
Outsourcing is giving me more time to play the lottery.
Ka-ching.
That's what it'd be like, guys. Now, I admit that I'm throwing my money away on gambling, which I've never done yet, but I plan on doing it.
Well, at least you have a plan to start gambling.
Yeah. That's how I'm going to make it big. Gambling. No, but that, I don't know. You know what I mean? That would be a game where... Dude, that'd be a game where it would be worthwhile to invest the time in.
Yeah,
that's poker, because there's ways to make money off that.
Dude, my one cousin, he's really into poker. He plays fairly frequently, from what I understand.
And is he good?
I think he makes money.
See, that's what I want. Dude, you know? Like, that's a game where, like, people make real money by being good at investing the time in it. But, like, very few people are going to be on the America's League of Legends team.
Yeah, and I always wonder about stuff like that when it's like...
I don't know about e-gaming as a whole. Like, the whole esports, sorry.
Well, because think about how in Korea they have, like, the massive, like, StarCraft championships. And you're like, is that really a market that you can break into?
Dude, there's no way people are getting into that. Like, an American's not going to go over there and be like, I'm pretty good at StarCraft.
That's not true. There are definitely Americans over there.
I mean, most Americans. There's probably some Americans who make it into that. But, like, in general, I don't know about people investing time into games that much to be attempting to get into a sport of it.
No, because remember back when the Major League Gaming like started, and everyone was like, "It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard." And then it was the dumbest thing they'd ever heard.
Yeah.
Then that is what happened.
But why do I feel this way? Because guys, you know our motto is being yourself.
That's true.
You got to be yourself, and that's why I should probably condone anything in which somebody doing something they love can become a career for them. That's why I should do that. But I still feel like this whole esports thing is strange. I'm going to say it right now because I don't care about any of the games they play. I figured it out.
That's another question. I was going to ask, what games do they play in?
Because I remember MLG, which is Major League Gaming.
Yeah.
They used to be more about first-person shooters.
Okay.
Like you used to see MLG servers on like a Halo thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Could anyone just join?
I think so. I don't know how it worked. I think there were some things like that.
Hey, the Sox are playing. I wonder if I can just walk out on the field.
I'll walk in there. No, because it was for practicing for like the real thing. I don't know. I think they may have recruited off them sometimes too. I don't know how any of it worked, but I don't know how relevant MLG gaming whatever is now. I don't know if it still exists.
I always imagined it fell by the wayside pretty fast. I think if it does exist, it's kind of a shell of its former kind of glory.
Like, everyone knew it was going to be a big deal, and then it wasn't.
I don't think anyone thought it was going to be a big deal. I certainly didn't.
Well, it was getting some hype. I think the problem is a channel like G4 no longer really exists for that purpose. To televise a gaming competition. Which is what sports need to get big time, you know? Yeah,
that's 100% true. But I think in at least in Major League Gaming, I think that televising is as important as just like streaming, you know?
Dude, that's the thing. Apparently,
because TV isn't as important as computers.
Yeah, but I think if it wants to break into mainstream, you need TV. You know.
Well, yeah, but I think I don't think it's necessarily trying to reach mainstream. I think it's trying to reach.
Dude, I know people who are non-gamers who used to watch StarCraft tournaments.
Really?
On like Twitch TV or something.
Why?
I don't even know.
Why would they do that?
It was Kelly, by the way. Her boyfriend liked the game. But like she eventually like learned all the rules and how the game was played, and she actually like was entertained by it. They could be a real thing, like people would watch, which seems insane to me.
Yeah,
because the thing about video games in general is they're made to be accessible, but also when you see someone playing it, I need to swallow the spit. When you see someone playing it, it is almost always less impressive to somebody who doesn't know what's going on, and so they think they can do that. You know what I mean?
I see what you're saying.
Like, not in a Guilty Gear where you're like, this is all incredibly ridiculous. But, like, if you were playing Age of Empires and you saw someone good at it, you'd go, that guy's ridiculously good.
Yeah, because I know how to play the game.
Because you know what... Well, it's the same thing with anything, now that I think about it. Because if you hear someone do a guitar solo, you're like, that sounds like a guitar solo. But if you play guitar and then you hear the guitar solo, you go, how is he doing that?
Yeah, or like, That guy's got I saw that guy hit a golf ball really far, as opposed to, that was the most amazing golf swing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah, it's a standard. If you know about something, it's more impressive to you. And so I guess that's...
Is there anything where that isn't the case? Is there anything where, like, if you know what it is, you're like, okay, I think I actually have a thing. I think I actually have one.
I can think of something. I know what you're saying, and I know there are things.
Because I think cooking is one of those things. I think if you know how to cook, you're not going to be as impressed in a lot of cases. But people who don't know how to cook are always really impressed by any kind of, like, even above average cooking skill.
Well, so that's a good point. I'm also going to slightly take back my guitar point, because when you hear music, sometimes you're incredibly impressed. But a lot of things that are really easy, you'll pick out too.
Yeah.
You'll be like, oh, all the song is 3 notes. It's playing a couple of chords there. That's it. That happens all the time.
Punk chords.
That happens all the time. Guys, this is more of a discussion than anything video game related. We're trying our best. You guys make a podcast. See if I listen to it. You know?
It's tough, guys.
But in the meantime, you guys should listen to our podcast. And if you like it, you should...
In all fairness, I think they do. I think they just got done listening to the podcast.
If you haven't, you should listen to it right now. If you're not listening to this,
you should tell me how you know that I'm telling you to listen.
Maybe
to
I'm
it.
talking so loud they can hear it in my vicinity.
They're sitting next to someone who's listening to it.
True. To the guy sitting next to the guy who's blasting the Suns in the subway. Hi, I'm Tom C.
Dude, I would kind of like it if like it was a real like gangster like pimp mobile.
Yeah, dude.
And, like our voices were like on hydraulics. So it'd be like, oh, now it's time for speed reviews.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, guys, if you have a pimp mobile,
blast us in your pimp mobile.
If you have a pimp mobile that's pimped out Sun style, send in pictures and we'll get you something.
Taking this pimp mobile out of here.
Because you earned it.
You pimped out your ride with SonsOfVidya related things.
Seriously.
I can't even think of more than 4 things to put on your pimp mobile. I can think of 2. Me and you.
No, on the hood, you'd have like collage of the sides of our YouTube profile.
Dude, I feel
page.
like we should upgrade that. By the way,
What?
Yeah, I was gonna tell you it. I didn't tell you late. Okay, so that's 3 things then. 4 things I can think of also are logo. You got both our faces. You got the thing on the sides of YouTube.
Yeah.
And you got our faces. Put that all over your car, and then you send us a picture, and guess what you guys are getting? Appreciated. That's what you're gonna get, because that's ridiculously great that you did that.
We're gonna send you a picture back of us giving you a thumbs up.
It'll only be our thumbs, though.
Yeah.
Only the thumbs will be. You'll know it's our thumbs. They're definitely our real thumbs, but that's it. Guys, if you like our podcast, rate it on iTunes. It does a lot of help. No one does it, and when they do it, it gives me a big smile.
Yeah, dude, also send us emails.
Don't you guys like when I smile? Emails definitely do it. Even just say, hey, I like your show, thanks for making it. That's good enough. You don't have to be like, here's my deal, or like, you guys should do this. Just be like, it's great. Period. Don't respond is what you'll say. That's what you'll throw us that email.
It's sonsofvidya@gmail.com for those of you who didn't know.
Yeah, it's spelled the way you think it's spelled. SonsOfVidya.
And
Facebook,
YouTube's.
If you're not on the Facebook yet, get on there. We post things there that we don't post anywhere else.
It's secret.
It's like an exclusive thing
that anyone can join.
I wouldn't be a member of a club that would allow me, but except for that one.
Yeah, because that's the best club that there is.
Your dad said that, Groucho Marx.
Really?
Yeah, he didn't know that.
There's my grandpa.
Right, that's true. Anyway, what else? We have something else that... Don't we have one more thing to plug?
No, I think we're good.
Guys, do you hear that in the distance?
What? I'm scared. I hear it, but I don't know what it could possibly be.
It's speed
reviews
is what it is.
Oh my goodness gracious,
Guys,
I can't
today's
believe
list
it.
is the top 10 games developed by Atlas.
Where's my Atlas? I don't know where I'm going.
Guys, the first game, Catherine.
Catherine, in this game, you play as Catherine the Great, and she's the greatest Tsarina that Russia ever had, so she gets 9 out of 10. Jack Bros!
Jack Bros. Me and D used to be called the Jack Bros, you know. And it was some rough times. right, ladies?
Yeah.
10 out of 10 for a game about us. Shin Megami Tensei Digital Devil Saga.
In this game, the devil went down to Georgia. He was looking for a soul to steal. He was in a bind because he was way behind, and he was willing to make a deal. He gets a 666 out of 10. Power Instinct.
Power Instinct is the champion of the world's most generic name, and as such, it won the ability to be the name of my metal band. 10 out of 10. Etrian Odyssey.
This is the Odyssey of a small treant, and I don't know what a treant is, but I'm sure he had a fun adventure. 4 out of 10. Trauma Center, Under the Knife.
Trauma Center, Under the Knife is a game where you're a surgeon, and I guess you cut people up. 10 out of 10. Shin Megami Tensei, Devil Survivor.
A lot of devils in this one. In this one, you have to do more devil-related things, and it's a devil of a game. Gets a 666 out of 10. Dungeon Explorer.
Dungeon Explorer won the award for the most clearly described game in history. There is nothing else you do in this game but explore dungeons. I can't give it anything lower than a 10 out of 10. Radiant Historia.
Radiant Historia is a lot less of a game and a lot more of a treatise on the history of the study of light and photon particles. It's very in-depth, very interesting. I highly recommend it. It's a 9 out of 10. Last but not least, Shin Megami Tensei, Persona 4.
Persona 4, a lot of people don't know, is the retelling of Abraham Lincoln's love life with his first girlfriend, Persona. 10 out of 10.
Guys, we did it once.
We did it.
For again.
We'll see you next time.
In episode 31.
Bye.